Magnus is white, and should he win this game, he is almost in this tournament. Well, in Blitz chess, anything can go wrong, but okay, they've kicked off. So this is Magnus. It just puts the bishop on f4. This is very typical chess these days. People play in a simple way.
Why is it called the London system?
Yeah, I've no idea. Well, that's with knight f3, but it's interesting.
It's
that,
without knight f3.
Because in the old days they used to say, bring your knights out before your bishops, but I never understood that.
But it's not connected to any tournament or whatever.
No.
Suddenly,
London system was played in London somewhere 22.
Maybe. Okay.
So now we've got a transposition into a London system. So this is a terrorist target system, and just to be topical, as I've just come from London. So h3, and that's preserving a retreat square for the bishop on f4.
Well, and let's not forget, it's not only the world champion playing against the number 4 in the Blitz rankings, but also Maxime. He was the Magnus won last year's Blitz tournament here, and Maxime won the year before.
Yeah.
So ample proof of his Blitz talents.
No, he's a very fine player, MVL. So it's a good move, exchanging off these pieces, sort of freeing up Black's game.
I mean, Black should be fine.
I think Black should be fine. He's going to take, Magnus probably wants his bishop on f3, which he's already played. It's important to exchange off these things, but e5 is coming now quite quickly, I think, which could be a good move. And he's played it.
And now, let's say, from an evaluation point of view, Black should be.
I think Black is fine because he has some slightly weak white squares on the queen side, but it's not easy for Magnus to exploit those at all. So I'd say roughly equal. Yeah, perhaps he should take that. He should take that. And if knight takes, he maybe take with the bishop and try and play. I think bishop takes e5 is the right move. And try and play on the white squares. No, I guessed incorrectly. So perhaps Magnus wants, he would like to get his knight in on c6, knight d4, knight d4 coming into c6 eventually. I think this is his basic plan. Whether he can achieve this or not, I know not.
And is Black happy with the A file, or it doesn't?
Well, the A file is it's not useless, but it's a little bit empty space down there.
I mean, this is later on that you want to bother those pawns on b4 and c4.
Yeah. But White's idea is bishop takes e5, knight c6, which is. Yeah, he's a very positional player. He just wants to control those white squares. I mean, Black. Look at this position. He's got double rooks on the A file. He's got control of this long diagonal here, and yet it's not so easy for him to. Ah, yes, and this knight is coming round to d5. Very good positional play, from where it will attack this weak pawn on c7.
Yeah, that's a bit of a nuisance, the knight on d5.
Yeah. Magnus now will want to exchange off some rooks. If he can exchange off rooks here, he'll be in very good shape. Not quite sure what's the point there. And he's attacking. He's going straight in with f5, and he can actually recapture that after g takes f5. Rook takes f5 is possible, because there's a little fork.
And you're beginning to like the white position.
Well, the interesting thing is that Magnus may be going for mate now, just playing for mate, which is interesting. By playing for mate, he's actually asking him to exchange rooks.
But
now that was the question of rook takes and queen e2, and how is this with this pawn on c7 is a bit awkwardly placed. Oh, he's trying something else. Oh, maybe even better still. I guess he's going to. Oh, he's taken this way. That really surprised me. This looks very bad for black. This really surprised me. King f2 now.
You think that weakness on c7 is...
Yeah, he's going to go king f2, and he's going to put a rook on h1. Maybe he's all right. Maybe he's okay, because rook h1, rook a4 might just about be. He's gone rook a4 anyway. Rook c1.
Okay, so
interesting choice. So very unbalanced position now, because Magnus's king side has dropped off, but he's going to go for this b pawn, which he's actually already removed, and that's going to be difficult to stop.
They're really slogging it out. Right?
Yeah. Interesting. Could be dangerous. Could be dangerous. King. There's pawns coming to h2. No, it's not, because knight f4 check. That's a clever tactic. And this endgame looks winning for white. So, and in fact, he's resigned.
So
that was
a fierce fight.
Very fierce.
Yeah.
I mean, all tactics. You notice how he managed to remove that dangerous h-pawn. That was his one worry.
Yeah.
And he's left with this monster passed pawn on
Can we look at
b5.
that? Because everything went so quickly.
It went ridiculously fast. You know, here, after they got some position like this, so he gave a check, and he wants to advance this pawn, and I'm not sure this is the right way to play. He gave a check here, but now this is with check, and suddenly this b pawn becomes a real monster.
Yeah. And the h-pawn loses its significance.
I think he had to take that, but Anyway.
Yep.
And now he takes this and equal material. They say all rook and pawn endgames are drawn. This is equal material, and it's absolutely dead lost.
Yeah.
Because the king supports that b pawn, and the rook is ready to swing over behind the pawn, and everything's collapsing.
So another big win for Magnus Carlsen. First, after his great win against Sergei Karjakin, he also beats Maxime Vachier-Lagrave in a very fierce fight.
Yeah. Also, so the battle of the old men. The battle of the old men.
And Vladimir Kramnik won.
Yes, he won because he was taking a piece, I guess. So anyway.
So that this round all games were decided. So we had Carlsen beats Vachier-Lagrave, Anand loses to Kramnik.
And let's have a look.
Aronian beats Karjakin, which
so that has some impact on the tournament because he keeps pace.
Yeah, Aronian is 1 point behind Carlsen.
Yeah.
And he's at the moment looks like he's the only threat left.
Yeah, and it's interesting that Sergei Karjakin, fantastic blitz player, may be a bit demoralised by his previous game. Could be.
Must have heard.
And you just play.
We will briefly leave you because we have to set up for the next round again, and we'll soon be back with Magnus Carlsen proudly leading 5 out of 6, 1 point ahead of runner-up